Good morning guys, welcome back to another Evil GT video. I am Ben, Lee is holding the camera, and here is my new RS3 Saloon 4-sprung in Kyalami Green. We are at Ultimate Customs in Warrington, and there's a reason why the factory covers are still on this car. For those who saw the grey car, you're probably wondering why we've now got a green one. This was always the car that we ordered and was always the car that we were getting long term. So we ordered this car in September, October last year. It arrived 31st of March, right at the end of March. It's a £65,000 car. It's the RS3 Saloon 4-sprung with the dynamic pack, so it comes with the £5,000 optional carbon ceramic brakes as well. Like with the grey car, I wanted the sheets and the covers keeping on the car because I wanted James at Waxing Away again to cast his eye over it, make sure that the bodywork and the paintwork was mint, and if there was anything that needed polishing, to do it, and hopefully then before it gets PPF'd it'll be absolutely mint underneath. Talking of PPF, Ultimate Customs are an XPEL authorised dealer and fitter, and this car is having their Stealth PPF kit fitted. And in my opinion, it'll look absolutely amazing. So just like the launch edition, this has the black styling pack, so you get the black grille. One thing that it does have over the launch edition, which that didn't get, is black badges. On the launch edition, they were all silver chrome, same as this one just here. The lights are exactly the same. Now, the design of the wheels, the actual shape of the wheels is exactly the same, but they've designed them slightly differently with these weird grey sort of things underneath the lacquer. Not a massive fan, I'll be honest. And they're gloss black instead of satin black. I much prefer the wheels that were on the launch edition. Launch edition had pan roof, this has pan roof. They're the only two cars in the RS3 range that will come with pan roof. If you want one, you've got to have those two specs. One thing that does annoy me a little bit is that for £5,000 you get carbon ceramic brakes, but that's only the front. The rears aren't even slightly upgraded over the standard RS3. These are completely plain and the same. I think they're on 310mm. So what we're probably looking to do in the future is make them a little bit bigger and drill them so they match the front discs. So this being the saloon, you get the black spoiler, bigger than I thought it was going to be fair, but that's a decent size. You also get the black badges on the back as well as the black RS3 badges, which it uniforms the car a lot better having the black badges instead of the chrome. You still get the honeycomb bits at the back here, this bit of trim, which to be honest I wasn't a fan of at first, but it is grown on me. It breaks the bumper up a little bit. The diffuser's down here, which is all in black. It's got the sports exhaust, which you know because it's the black tips. One thing that is still shocking on this, and is even worse in my opinion, is the spacing of these wheels. The fronts don't seem as bad, but the rears, look at that. So these lights are exactly the same. This side just flickers with the checkered flag. The other side puts RS3 in this little bit just here. So the interior in this car is exactly the same as it was in the launch edition. The seats are exactly the same, all the trim, the carbon trim, the black plastic trim. Disappointing, I'll be honest, but hopefully there are things that we can do to make it a bit more premium. So these carbon ceramic brakes are absolutely enormous. They come with the grey calipers and they say Audi ceramic on them, but they are the calipers and the discs are just ridiculous. So I'm hoping, because we took the grey one onto Alton Park, and after about 4, 5, 6 laps there was quite a lot of brake fade, I'm hoping that this then solves that problem. One thing I am happy about is that finally we've got a fast Audi without Pirellis on it. So the previous generation RS3 had 255 30 19s on the front and 235 35 19 tyres on the rear. This new one now is 265 30 19 on the front and 245 35 19 on the rear. First job, let's get it unwrapped. James has been and had a look around this car, just like the grey one. He said it's really good in regards to the condition of it. There's no sort of imperfections on any of the green panels at all. It's all really good. As for the black panels, that's slightly different. The piano black, everyone knows, the scratch magnets. So there's a couple of little bits and pieces here and there. He's going to polish them. We're not going to stick that on video because it's just a 10-15 minute job. They'll get polished before his PPF and it'll look mint. The great thing with PPF is even if this car had scratches over it and imperfections and little bits and pieces, the PPF will cover that up anyway and make it look like a brand new paint. But luckily, the paintwork on this car is absolutely mint. So the car's been cleaned now, it's all sorted. The next stage is for the PPF.
Are you going to keep this spoiler or are you going to go for the carbon fibre?
Well, I would like the carbon fibre one, specifically the CT carbon kit.
Is there any reason you like the CT carbon?
It looks mega. Yeah, it looks factory.
Are there any alternatives?
Yeah, there's like I think Maxton do one, but I'm not a fan of it. I think it's just a bit I don't like it. It's a bit too much for me.
Well, that's your opinion.
It is my opinion.
Yeah.
No problem. So this was in the door card trim piece. The Alcantara comes like here. What we were saying, it looks like a fake speaker cover. Well, it is a fake speaker cover by the looks of it, it looks a bit rubbish really. But I understand why they've done it, because they've hidden 2 screws behind it, you know, to keep the door cards on.
What have they done with the door mirror?
It's on the actual door rather than the little triangle bit that goes in the corner of like where the window glass triangle bit. Usually it's there, which would have been easier to get to it, and you wouldn't have even need to take it off because obviously it was on the triangle bit. Now he's got to take that off because he's PPF in the door, but obviously if it was on the triangle bit he wouldn't need to do that because it's on the triangle bit.
And about the triangle bit, he now has to take the speaker out, because if he loses the screws, they're going to go behind the speaker.
I'm no expert, however what I do know is Bang & Olufsen is like a big name within the whole speaker audio industry, but it's still made of paper. You know, you'd expect surely like I mean, you tell us, you know, because there'll be a few people who know a lot more, well, everyone pretty much will know a lot more about speakers and stuff than me, but the actual cone itself is just a paper cone, which for Bang & Olufsen, like surely, and the magnet's only little, surely that should be a bit more substantial.
And that's the reason that it has to come off, because the PPF wouldn't have gone over the door mirror.
I keep getting electrocuted in here.
Yeah, it's this floor.
Ah.
If it was there, it would have been fine.
Yeah, the triangle bit, that's what I was telling you.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. This is the X-Bell Stealth.
Your eyes can pick it up just about the lines in it. See the lines there? See the lines? But I don't think the camera can quite pick it up.
Serious videos or dicking around videos? What would you like?
Dicking around videos.
Well, what do the audience want?
I don't know, you tell us. Serious or dicking about? Or a bit of both? If you're all wondering why he's got his Tresemme, like Lee bought it from his house, it's his own personal one, but it's so that basically heat guns are too hot. So what are you doing here?
Tinting an RS3
Brilliant. I didn't get a word of that.
Tinting an XC60.
Thanks very much, mate. So now Ultimate Customs do privacy glass tinting, yeah?
Privacy glass.
There we go.
Yeah.
Privacy glass for the posh people, tints for the chaps, yeah?
Tinting yours?
Yeah, definitely. I want big tints on mine, mate. Limo tints. Do you know what you're doing?
Yeah, mate, look at that.
You smashed it.
Smashed it, mate. PPF installer, done, sorted.
You having that or what?
You can't say you wrapped the car.
Why? I literally
One
did.
little piece isn't wrapping the car,
I've
is it?
sat in the whole car.
So to those people that say we don't do our own jobs, what have you got to say to them,
Mate,
mate?
I can even PPF. Well, easy. Right, slowly, pull that back please. Slow, that's not slow.
That's slow.
Yeah, but you can go a bit faster than that.
Is that okay for you?
Yeah, go on. This side goes on there.
Did you get this end?
Nope, I'm good, thanks mate.
It's a long way around that.
It is? Can't go the other way though. Oh, that was the right, I had it the right way then, didn't I? Yeah, I thought I had it the right way. It can only go that other way. That can only go one way, can't it?
Doesn't matter which way it goes on, no one's going to see it down there anyway.
Teamwork makes a dream work though, done it right.
Here he is. Hard at work. Doing loads of work there.
Are you worried?
Well, I'm quite worried, yeah.
Professional, non-professional.
Done, mate. Give me a squeegee.
Give it that.
Why is it not all in one piece? Why have they cut this out here? What's that for?
Because you've got your toe and eye cut.
Ah, got you.
On one corner.
Makes sense.
So that splits and then you've got a separate piece for your toe and eye.
Perfect, thanks mate. So once again, I came to Dorenza with a problem, and the problem was that the wheels on that car sit so far into the bodywork it looks ridiculous, particularly the back ones. They're absolutely shocking. So these guys, Dorenza, I'll put all the links in the description. They do all kinds of stuff, different performance parts, induction kits, intercoolers, like literally anything you can think of performance wise, they do. I've got 15mm spacers for the back with the longer bolts, as you can see. Feeling helpful?
Can't wait for you to round this locking wheel nut off now.
Look how it moves. Helpful that. Because I left this down to Scott, and he won't mind me saying this, I asked him for 12mm at the front and 15mm at the back. And I've just opened both boxes and both are 15mm. And I think 15mm at the front's going to be too big.
Did you not check this before you left? Make sure you line it up with the holes properly.
They're clever, them thingies. They're like extra little things to make sure they fit in your wheel right.
So after this performance, would you have him as a technician?
Well, right, have you got that torque wrench please?
Hang on, let me just put some pressure on this. Oh yeah, I'm going to be able to, have you figured it out yet? Why we can't use a torque wrench?
Oh, right, okay, yeah, okay. Whatever, no one likes a smart ass, hobnobs.
Trained technician, yeah.
Can you get us a locker? It's over there somewhere.
Now I understand why Lee just buggers off to weddings and stuff and leaves you to do it all. Give us stick to things.
There we go, that's it, completely finished. Everything that can be done has been done. All the green's gone satin, all the black is gloss, and I mean look at it, it looks amazing. We've got the headlights that have been done in the clear. These two bits are two separate pieces, that's been done, that's been done. This obviously hasn't because it's, well, it's impossible to do, you'd be there all day with it. The grille surround has been done and the headlight washers have been done. This bit of the grille hasn't been. Most of this gets covered up by the reg plate anyway, and again this is impossible to do. This bit underneath here has all been done in the clear.
What about the sensors?
No, the sensors haven't been done.
Because we had the problem in the RS4 where it was beeping because they were covered.
Yeah, they need to touch the sensors, but XPEL won't do any kit for the sensors in case you have any sort of malfunction and it all goes a bit pear-shaped, so yeah, they won't do it. The roof at the minute is satin. I was playing with the idea of doing it a gloss black to sort of blend in with the pan roof a little bit. I think the marketing launch car's got a black roof and it does look good. The only problem is I don't want one of those orange peely black wraps on the roof. I want it to look like glass, so it's almost like a continuation of the pan roof. The only material really I've seen that's good at that is XPEL's black PPF and Inositech gloss black. XPEL won't give me a meter, and Inositech I haven't got any until the end of May. So at the minute it's satin, which I think actually breaks it up and does look good. So from the side profiles you can see the front brakes look absolutely massive with the big calipers, and then the back brakes are quite clearly off an A3. It's obviously because it doesn't need massive back brakes, but it looks odd from the side. So I've already spoken to VBT. For those who don't know, they're based inside of Awesome GTI, and Dean, who looks after VBT, knows everything there is to know about brakes. So he's sorted me out some 356mm discs, and he's drilled them to match the front, so they're going to be slightly bigger. They're 310, slightly bigger discs, drilled, and they'll look a bit more uniform, so it's not too sort of front brake heavy.
Is there anything on the car that's not been wrapped?
Yeah, the mirror caps.
Is that it?
That is literally it. And the only reason, there is a kit thing for it, but the only reason is because I wasn't too sure whether I'd have carbon ones on it when they're available to put on it.
Anything else that's not been done?
Well, the rear lights haven't been done, but I mean, that's, well, pointless. It couldn't be more pointless doing the rear lights, so yeah, it'd be a waste of PPF that.
What about this? Has this been done?
No, but could you imagine trying to put PPF on that?
What have you gone for on the tints?
Well, I'm going to get whinged at by loads of you guys now because what I've done, I shouldn't have done. I wanted to make it blend a little bit more from back to front, so I put tints on the front windows.
But yeah, these are obviously not legal to drive. If you have the windows down, then you're legal, aren't you?
Exactly.
And you're coming into the summer now, so all you've done the windows for is just for when you park it up.
Exactly,
you know, so
yeah, exactly, because most of the time they'll be down. I just can't put them down at the minute because they've only just been done and it'll ruin them. One thing I cannot say enough is thank you very much to Ultimate Customs. As most of you will now know, that Mark at Awesome GTI now owns Ultimate Customs. That is part of the Awesome group, and he's looked after us massively with this. This is a massive job and he's looked after us. It's amazing. So thank you very much to them. Thank you very much to Ryan. I need to get Ryan something, but he doesn't drink. He only eats pizza. So I think I've got to get him like a week's supply of Domino's or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'll do it for me.
So the car looks obviously amazing now.
Yeah.
There's one thing wrong with this car. Turn it on. Are you sure this has got a 2.5 litre 5-pot in it?
You wouldn't think so. I mean, it's definitely not got any fuel in it, I know that, but you wouldn't think so. So yeah, it's telling me to refuel immediately.
It told you to refuel a week ago, to be fair.
It did.
So
yeah.
anyway, you're going to have to do something with the sound of it, yeah? But that's for a future video.
100%.
Right, see you later.
Try.
Bye.